Kia ora, my mate.
Hi, Amber.
Just you and I tonight.
Yeah, looks like it.
Nice. Fine by me. Awesome. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Good.
Been
Thank
busy?
you. Nah, not I don't do busy.
I love it. What does that mean?
I just don't do stress and I don't do busy. I just cruise.
I love that so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
You need to teach us how you do that.
Don't work full time. That's a good start.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll work on that.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Kia ora, Katrina. Lovely to see you, buddy.
No. On that point of not working full time, I saw a quote on social media somewhere that I think for a woman to do anything substantial in life, she must be under what was that? Like underworked or not overly fit.
Yeah.
So we need the white space around
Yes.
our life to do
Yeah,
anything
that's right.
meaningful. Yeah.
Can you repeat that, Katrina, please?
How about give me 5 minutes and I'll see if I can find the original.
Okay, all right.
Because it was so beautifully worded that I just thought,
Yeah.
oh, that's it.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Beautiful. Oh, well, welcome to our little kōrero or monthly. It came around so fast. I was thinking, oh, yeah, I've got a good week left. I better get a reminder email out to everyone. And then I had a look at the calendar. I was like, no, it's tomorrow.
That's what I was thinking, because I was thinking, oh, heck, I better check my calendar, because I thought I had it in the wrong day, because I'm thinking, you normally send an email reminder. And then I thought, oh, no, it's the right date. No, it's all good.
Because it's like the first one, I think it was something like the 26th or 27th.
Yeah.
And I guess then it went to the 24th and the 23rd, and now it's the 21st. So
yeah.
I guess the number's going down because of the weird way that the months work.
Yeah.
So I just thought I had a lot more time.
Yeah.
So yeah, apologies for that, but I'll do better next month.
Oh, heck, that's September.
What?
I
Are
know.
you kidding me?
No. 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, and it'll be September, only because I've got a wānanga the first weekend of September.
Oh, how fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
The weather's changing too, eh?
Well, it was in Gisborne, but then the last 3 days it's just been freezing, like absolutely freezing. Like I'm sitting in bed.
Wow. We've been doing a bit of that here too.
Yeah, it's been
really
so cold. Yeah.
But nothing like you guys, I think, up here.
Mm.
But still colder than usual.
Yeah. The last 3 days. I thought yesterday the weather was changing, so I've been hanging out to do some muka. So I went and did a harvest, and prepped it all, and I put it in the water, and then it was just like the weather just changed, and then but this afternoon there was a bit of a break, so I got outside and did a little bit. At least it tended to my thirst to do some muka.
Oh, lovely.
Mm.
Oh, that's always nice. That's always something to look forward to. Awesome. Well, okay. Well, it looks like just the three of us. Have you got it, Katrina? Did you find it? Nah. It's all good. Oh well, we'll get started, eh? Yeah. It's funny because this is our fifth hui, and I pretty much have said every single one that I haven't been very productive. It's so embarrassing. I've done very little rāranga, although to be fair, our work's crazy and the weather, it's been freezing and wet. And then when it hasn't been wet, I just haven't been up to it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I actually wanted to put that question maybe to the hui tonight around it's not very glamorous, but maybe touching on age and the impacts, and the impacts, and kind of being smart, and if there's anything that anyone wanted to say about that. But
so when you say up to it, have you been mawiwi or just tired?
Just energy, yeah. No, not much energy.
Yeah. I've got a very, very dear friend who she's right into like wahine and the whare tangata, and
that's
she's she's always talking about because she lives up at Tolaga Bay, which is maybe 40 minutes up the coast from where I am. And I went and visited her the other day, and she was saying something about the stars are aligning and that, because I was saying to her just how it's almost like I felt like a heaviness, and we were talking about it, and she was going, those planets all line up. And I just said to you, need to explain it to me more, because I don't understand how that would affect me, but yeah, so it was, I often glean off her with that, but I do know, like touch wood, like hubby and I have been really well this winter. There's just been so many bugs, so many people that have been getting sick and like down for weeks, not a week, but weeks. So we've been really well. But I know when you talk about age and like the cold, like the bone chilling cold, like I just shrink into my cocoon. And I notice each year as I ripen, I noticed this year, the minute that bone chill, like, oh man, my fire's on, and I just hibernate. Yeah, I just can't help myself. I try to force myself to go out. Like I forced myself to go out today. I was gone out an hour and a bit, and I come home and it's like I just can't deal. I just need to be warm. That's all I want to do, is be warm. Yeah.
Totally get that. And there's all these competing ideas around productivity and rest, and
yes.
I think the lovely thing about mahi rāranga is that right from the very start you begin to talk about tikanga and the cycles of your body, and
yes,
how those will always impact, and how those must be taken into account prior to harvesting or weaving or anything like that.
Yeah.
And were it not for mahi rāranga, I don't know if I think it's had such an impact on me, and that I definitely take care of myself a lot better, and notice those things a lot more than I ever have in my life.
Yeah.
Since I started weaving.
I think in the little bit I've seen with you, Amber, like you are so blessed to be immersed in that teaching role. That's what I long for. That's my ultimate happy place. That's why I was thinking about it today, actually building up to this kōrero tonight, is that the space that you're in, like it'll be hard work. I do the odd wānanga, but I just think, because I was even tempted to have a look online, because I gave up working last year, and I just thought, oh, this funding shit is just not working out fast enough for me, but I look at it like for you, and just like, I think I recently saw a post of yours, and it was that your ropu graduating or something, and I looked at the look on your face. I thought, how can you not be, like when you see people grow from having no knowledge to to be morphing. I'll call it morphing, because that's what happened with me. And I just looked at your pictures for ages thinking, man, you're so blessed that you're in that position. And then today I saw these things about EIT and Te Wānanga Aotearoa, the cuts and shit like that. I just said, oh man, that's a tough time for our EIT whānau here, our Te Wānanga here, and I thought of you again, thinking, geez, I wonder if that's going to impact, because that's the umbrella you're under, is Te Wānanga. Yeah. And I know with a couple of people that are here in Kaiwhatu, and that it's tough enough as it is, let alone here our two biggest learning establishments in Kaiwhatu being hammered, and I wondered, like, for you, how is that going to impact you? But where I was going to was that the space that you're in and the teaching, because I know when I source funding and then I run wānanga, even though it smashes me to smithereens, it's the best, when I see people learning a new skill, and then it's not actually work, it's not work, it's just you're doing what you're destined to do, eh? Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Absolutely everything that you said, and it's really actually nice to hear it, because you don't really think about it, but you actually do a lot.
Yes. Oh, it doesn't matter how, like, I'm a real planner, I plan for week, like when I organize, when I get funding and I organize one, and like I plan like to the T, and it doesn't matter, like it's kind of like I make sure like the day or two after is just like a recovery day, because I mean it's a whole different type of giving, and I get better each one, but I just think, shivers, I wonder if I did secure something part-time or full-time, whatever, how I would manage that, because it just what it takes out of you. Yeah.
Amazing, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just had noho this weekend, and I think I had 17 students.
Wow.
So when you think about it, that's sort of a lot of caretaking.
Yeah.
And also teaching each and every one of them, from nothing to weaving.
Yeah, and they're all at different levels, eh?
Yeah,
single one of them.
and they're all like different ages, and
yes.
they're all different backgrounds, and we've got men, and they all have different needs, and it's quite extraordinary to me that it actually happens, but also, like you say, the energy is different, and I'm shattered for a couple of days after that, and it's a different kind of way of working and living. It's almost like living in two whole separate worlds. When you come back to normal life, and you need to readjust into those different worlds, and it does take a lot. And it is very, very taxing. And then like you say, you add on all that other organizational stuff. I'm really fortunate. Like it's like, I don't know how many indigenous schools there are in the world, but I think what we do is quite extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's very, very special. And navigating between, the corporate educational universe and then Te Ao Māori, all those ancient ancestral teachings is quite a kind of weird, strange thing. I don't know how our organisation does it really, because it's quite an amazing thing to pull off, and actually really does one of the it's the mission statement, I think, or vision. It's like whānau transformation, and you see it, within 20 weeks with mahiraranga, you see a transformation before your eyes, like you say.
Oh, 100%,
Extraordinary.
100%.
Yeah.
That's when you say that word, that's why I'm so passionate about it, because that's literally what it did for me. It's not just learning a new art form. It literally transformed my whole being, right down to actually knowing my own full whakapapa, so when people talk to me about, Vicky, you do rāranga, I said, but there's probably a heck of a lot more in there, than that statement. That was the entry point, but that's why I'm so particular when I do organise wānanga, because it's not, the learning that rāranga is the icing on the cake. There's so much more. There's so much more in it.
Yes, and it's something that it's quite delicate as well, because there's all the nuance of people that have never known their own language, or things like that, or never been to the marae or whatever. And then also we have the amazing thing of having people from other countries, or also that. And then there's the political kind of stuff as well that overrides it all. So it can be a delicate it can hang in a delicate balance sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, actually. I like that.
Yeah. But it is, like, I find it a magical, extraordinary opportunity for people to come together and be, for want of a better word, rewoven into, to their own national kind of identity, and a real amazing, like, unifying experience that can reorient you to who you are in this country and where you sit, and I think it's a lot, it's very special, and and because of that it's very taxing, and it does require you have to really know how to look after yourself, and really know how to
100%
receive enough support and to take time off, and you really have to be really, really careful about all of that stuff, because I can see, you see it in education and just in primary and secondary, whenever anyone's trying to deliver any Māori kind of stuff, they get burnt out really fast, because there's always a lot more than just like the stuff on top. There's also so many other layers that come into it. But it's a lot, but I do feel lucky, blessed and grateful, and it is amazing to have a salary, and as we touched on briefly last time we spoke, and the organisation itself is an amazing, really, organisation, and there are lots of opportunities there. It's you get a whole education on top of an education, and you know what I mean. A lot of unexpected things come. From that organisation, and it connects you to every tribe, throughout the country. They all come through, and we all kind of connect together, and you begin to know all the iwi and all the whānau, and it's pretty special. It's pretty neat.
And because you're based in Auckland, eh?
Yes,
So in where you're based and around the surrounding, like who else offers to learn the art of rāranga over your way?
No one
Yeah.
like us.
Yeah.
Like you can get maybe a weekend workshop every now and again, or you know, the council does a lot of things in the community. Community centres and libraries. You could maybe do a little 2-hour workshop or something like that, but nothing like us for me for 20-week courses I run every year. And then there's 2 other whole year courses. So that's a level 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, nice.
And then you, I would like to see it in Mangere, but we don't deliver the degree. But I would love to see that be developed. But,
so is that, do they have to go Turoturoa too?
Yes.
Or, yeah. And it's a huge commitment, eh? Like financially. Yeah.
It is.
About getting the degree offered in Mangere? Is it a matter of demand? Like, is it just enough people wanting it, or is it also having a teacher?
It's that. It's sort of developing and having the I guess the environment and the support, the team to support the kaiako. Yeah. So that would take some kind of
huge.
We sort of, and also we're sort of, as far as I know, we're more well known for what do you call it? Real programs.
Yeah.
Not so much the arts. I believe that there's 2 other wānanga and Aotearoa is probably the one that's more well known for mahitoi.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's where all the main focus is at our wānanga, is more around the reo. So that's nice opener. Lovely to see. So I was I have been working on a couple of bits and pieces. I tried to put my little book that I made on Amazon, but I couldn't upload it in the format that I have. So I'm having to redo the whole thing, and so that's been interesting. That's another new learning. And also, I didn't realize you can do an ebook, or you can do a hard copy, or there's different grades and layers you can do. So I'm still working on that. I'll plod away at that for ages. Kia ora ngai.
Kia ora, I'm so it's
all good. Don't worry about it. And I've started a new semester, so I have a whole new cohort, which is wonderful and exciting, and it's amazing. It's back to back, hey. Like I end the last semester one week and I start the new semester the next week straight after. So it's really intense, and I realize when I say I haven't been that productive, I've actually been really, really, really productive. But I've been working my tees off. So new whānau, whole new whānau, which is always amazing. A whole new whānau is so cool. My rāranga whānau is absolutely massive, and I add another like 15 to 20 members every 6 months. Kia ora e hoa. Good to see you, my mate. So neat. Sorry, I'm just talking, so you're in the flow of it.
Are you going to record, Amber?
I'll get you to introduce yourself. I'll just finish my little spiel, and then I'll get everyone to introduce themselves.
Amber, are you recording?
I am. I believe I am. Did you not know that? Sorry, Katrina, I am. I just already started recording. Have you shared anything you didn't want to share?
No, it's just that I'm used to Zoom where it says this meeting is being recorded, and I make sure you didn't not record.
Sorry about that. Yeah. I've already started the recording before we started. So yeah. I'll just carry on, eh? So yeah, new cohort, new whānau. One thing I just wanted to say was that I forgot to say that we had a little exhibition. It finished last month, but the you could actually sell your pieces from the gallery.
Nice.
But they wanted 40%.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. So
Let's go.
I thought it was just good to share that because it's good to know, like
Yeah.
I understand, like they do, it costs a lot to put on exhibition. I understand that. So
yeah.
there's people to pay and all sorts of things to buy and stuff for exhibition. So yeah, I was like, wow, 40%. So I just put price on what do you call it? POA or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Price on application.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can think about your 40%.
Yeah, because I was like, oh man, how much do I have to put on it to,
Yeah.
make a decent, make a fair amount, I thought.
Gee, the museum ones are really expensive. They're up to $600 for one kete whakairo. A nice one, but $600 in Auckland Museum shop.
Amazing. Yeah. So it pays to weave. But yeah, I imagine they take a cut too, Ngaiaway.
Yeah, I would imagine
Yeah.
probably a lot.
Anyway, that's my little update. I am so happy to see you all, and I'd love all of you to introduce yourselves to each other. If you wouldn't mind, I know you've been here before, but we've just got some other weavers here that may not have met before and would really pay to meet, because yeah, these are our Kairaranga around the country that we can hook up with, network with, and collab with, which is so exciting. So yeah, lovely to see you. Shall I just ask you, Vicky, and then you can pass it on to the next person, just to give a brief intro, if you wouldn't mind.
Bye.
Yeah, cool. Kia ora.
Good everyone, ko Vicky ahau. So I was born and bred in a little town called Kaiwhatu in the Bay of Plenty, but lived in Gisborne, Tairāwhiti, just over 25 years now. So I am obsessed with rāranga, have been for a long time. Tag Katrina.
Kia ora, thanks Vicky. Ko Katrina aho. I live in Whangarata, halfway between Tuakau and Pōkeno, halfway between Auckland and Hamilton. I grew up in Hamilton, then went to university in Auckland, then travelled overseas, ended up back in first Hamilton, then Auckland, and now in between. I don't know quite where I belong. And I did Amber's level 3 rāranga last year, and I'm hooked. I am just obsessed. So I'm doing level 4 this year, and the Raroera campus in Hamilton, Kirikiriroa. It's really weird. I grew up saying Hamilton, and now everyone's saying Kirikiriroa, and it's wonderful. But it's so that's me. I teach composting. Oh, and a little exciting update. I took my harakeke compost to the Auckland Botanic Gardens last week, and I workshop on composting, and it passed through the hands of a few staff. It's real. So yeah, I'm thrilled. I am gonna pass it over to Nayo.
Oh, kia ora koutou. Ko ngai o ahau, he Pākaha ahau. Tōku tūpuna from, I'm going to put it back into English, Jewish, Irish, and English. We have a very colourful history, but I won't go into it because I don't want to take up too much time. We have a very colourful history indeed, extremely. I've been loving it. It's been challenging at times at Te Wānanga o Aotearoa at Māngere campus. Are you there this weekend? Because I'm there. Well, I've been sick, so I'm just going to have to do a dive in on the Saturday because I've had a chain of terrible Lincoln viruses all winter. But I just wondered if you were there, I would pop in and say hello.
Oh dear, I had my noho last weekend.
Oh,
I have
okay.
weekend off, thank goodness.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Oh well.
But do check in anytime. I'm
Which is
sure
your class? Which is your room usually?
it's usually 19 or 21
All right. So
on Wednesday.
Oh, on the Wednesday, right. So your Wednesdays, and usually your noho doesn't coincide with my one, I don't think.
Not very often.
Not very often. Okay. All right. But never mind. If I'm there on a Wednesday,
Yeah,
I can pop in and say hello. But
lovely to
my
see.
friend Jay Tariva, he pops in.
Oh yes, I've seen Jay. Yeah,
Yeah, he's really nice.
great.
Yeah. So, and my friend Liz, who
Oh,
was your student, Liz
They
White.
come.
I don't know why she's not here, and I didn't remind her. And of course, I didn't. Yeah, but anyway, she was your student, as you know. So, yeah, and I've seen Vicky quite a bit.
Yeah.
Twice. We've ended up sitting quite close together, haven't we, Vicky?
We
Most
have. Yes.
times. And she was the one that taught your two previous students how to make portai.
Oh, that's the one.
And they made at least 3 portai there or even more
Yeah.
under her instruction. Yeah, she was. But Vicky's got such a great sense of humour. It's really lovely sitting near her because she's, light relief, eh? And down to earth.
I'd say she'd have quite a naughty sense of humour. I can tell.
Yeah.
And down to earth too, which I really appreciate. Like, just like no sort of airs and graces, just which is wonderful. That's what I prefer in people. So it's lovely. Katrina, I haven't met you yet. And Katrina. Oh, we've got a rhyme. Katrina and Katrina. Right, so I'll pass it to Katrina.
Oh, yay.
Oh, kia ora. Can you guys hear me?
All right.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've used this meeting thing. It's normally Zoom, so I'm still trying to figure my way around the screen. Okay, so who
Awesome.
am I?
Good on you for trying something new, my mate.
I know, but that's okay because I'm a tutu, and you
So
know I'm a
yeah.
tutu. So, everyone, I met Amber in Rotorua when she came down to do the degree. So we did the degree together. I live in Taupo, and I've just put the fire on. It's freezing down here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Horrible. And what do I like doing? I'm a tutu when it comes to weaving. I weave anything and everything. It's hard. Sometimes I don't even know what I did last week because I'm doing so many things. What's happening? I love growing hue, aka gourds.
Oh.
My garden just expands every year. I'm adding different trellises all the time. What else? I just finished going to Hui Wānanga on the weekend in Korohe. And I'm off on a cruise on Sunday.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Flying to Sydney on Sunday, and then I'm jumping on the ship on Monday. And I'm going to be stuck on the ship for 10 days, but I've packed my craft bag. I've packed my crafting tools, otherwise I'm just going to go absolutely nuts. I think that's it. I'm actually really boring when you think about it.
Oh,
So,
it doesn't sound boring to me.
I don't know what else to share. That's me. Unless you got any questions. Would you like to see something?
Yes, please.
Hey, Katrina, I see you flicking around. You're working on something. What are you working on?
I've got noho tomorrow, so I'm just doing the fitty ends for a stack of fennec. So, sorry.
Oh, cool. No, I love it. I love it. If I had something to tutu with, I'll be flicking away too. But anyway, it's lovely to meet you all.
Kia ora,
That's
Patrina.
me.
So good to see you. What's up?
Are you like?
I think so.
What's the name on your channel?
Ko Aotearoa. I've got questions in the house. So yeah, just kōrero. This is us once a month. Catch up, kōrero. Tell us what you're up to. Show us what you're up to. Inspire me in my lonely little office here, weaver, the lone weaver, all by myself, lacking inspiration and motivation, and my degree mates are in Rotorua or Taupo, and so it's difficult finding others that are doing the same thing that I'm doing. So it's just lovely to for me to have face to face with other Kairaranga and Kaiwhatu, and also just to capture a kōrero, which I think is, it's the meaning of life. It's the foundation for weavers to be able to kōrero, and also just kaitiakitanga, looking after our teachings, our learnings, and ensuring that we capture those for the next generation. And just, being inspired and motivated. Like I've been saying for the last 5 months, I haven't done much mahi raranga, mate, but I've been doing heaps of other little things, tutuing with things, using online tools, making a website, having a go at doing a YouTube channel, just all sorts of little bits and pieces. And just looking for more information from other weavers, and not just from a weaving perspective, but also from a teaching perspective, which is nice. And also, like, if people were interested in knowing more about teaching or that kind of thing, it's just really nice to have a place to come and to have that kōrero. For me anyway, it's mainly about me. And I'm so grateful that you'll come to this, because it's a learning. So I'm learning how to use all these tools as well. And I don't know where it's all going to lead, just like we didn't know when we went to our first, weaving wānanga, had no idea where it was going to lead, but it led somewhere amazing. So I just didn't want that to end. And I had a really neat kōrero with an ex-student of mine who should be here tonight, but she hasn't made it. And I found it so helpful to me, just because I hadn't spoken to a weaver for ages, and I didn't realize how having that kōrero, how much it helped me. So it's after, when study ends, what's there. I see you've been doing some meetups, Patrina. You've been doing some weaving with some of our mates.
I have. So we try to get together monthly.
Lovely.
At various places. If there's a wānanga going on, well, then we'll count that as our monthly meetup. So the wānanga that we had in Korohe this weekend gone about Hue, that counted as this month's get together for us. It's lovely because it can get lonely if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
And it really can. And if I learn something new, I get so excited, and then I'll take it to my friends, and then we get together, and then next minute we're all doing it. Or I love it just so much, so passionate. My latest one was my laundry basket broke last week, so I had to. So what's a weaver's solution?
Yeah.
Just whip up another one, right? Since making it, it's had so many different uses. And, because I've got one, my mates wanted one. So that ended up being a wānanga in itself, having a laundry basket wānanga, just teaching your skills and passing them on. Yeah. So it's not a laundry basket at the moment. At the moment, it's a make-do suitcase. It's my planning for my cruise until I get a suitcase. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible.
Well,
But let's have a little show and tell, eh?
yes, please. Thank you.
How do I turn you around?
You have to turn your phone screen around somehow.
Oh, okay. So I can't do my camera. I can't turn my camera.
You have to be a tutu.
I have to be a tutu. I am. I'm pressing buttons. Okay, no. I don't even know. I'll let.
You might just have to turn your phone around.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. No, I've got to turn around as well because I don't know what I'm showing you. Okay. So we're in the lounge now, right? That's my little weaving table.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Winter. This is for winter time because it's nice and warm in here. My garage is really, really, really taupo cold.
Yeah, that shed's cold in summer.
Oh, it's cold. Absolutely. Yes, you know. Here's a portai.
Wow.
Wow.
Here's our Gabrielle. Remember our Gabrielle?
Oh,
That's
so cool.
This was the sole survivor from my first ever year growing hui, was when we had that cyclone, Gabrielle.
Oh.
This hui became the Maori stone for Amber's and I classes exhibition.
Nice.
Here's another hui. I love hui.
Oh, pretty. That's gorgeous, matey. Wow.
Oh.
That's too much. You're growing harakeke and hui.
Oh, yes.
I love the kupinga. That's Patrina. My other obsession is kupinga. Yeah, I've just run a wānanga a few weeks ago, teaching people the kupinga. I just love it.
Oh, I love it too. I love
Portai and kupinga, those are my two jams.
Really?
Mm.
Oh, and here's my laundry basket.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have laundry in it, does it? Today, anyways.
Oh, man. You're amazing. Wow.
Ooh.
What an awesome idea. I bet everyone wants one of those sets.
Yeah, they do, but that ain't happening.
Well, that's beautiful. You've done an amazing job.
I can't do that, eh? It does my head in trying to do lettering.
Yeah, same.
It does. I think you just got to persevere, and then after the first one, I think the more you do, the more of a flow you get. I think it's with everything though. It is a challenge and it does do my head in. But I'm that sort of person that likes doing my head in. I don't know.
I think we all are to a certain extent, eh? If you're a weaver.
Yeah, but sometimes I wish there was a program where we can just enter all the information into the program and then it spits out everything that we need to do.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's an app, hey? That's an app.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how to lay it out. Yeah.
And do everything, make all the plan for us and weave it out. I mean, map it out for us so that all we have to do is enter in the data and then it will just spit out what we need to know without having to do our heads in.
Don't any of us have a kid that can figure out how to make that app? Oh man, I
Wow,
feel like
that
that's
would
it.
be amazing. Yeah, need to work on it.
Because nowadays with AI, apparently, my hubby's been working on an app. Apparently, it's a lot easier now to create them. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it'll come.
We are always learning, eh? We are always learning. We never know everything, and we're always learning.
And
you
wouldn't
know,
it be boring if we weren't?
absolutely. You know, there's always new techniques that we're learning. Different ways to do kete-whiri, different ways to do kukinga, different ways to do whāriki. You know, I might know one way, but it's not the only way. There's so many other ways, and it's like being open to all those new learnings and just sometimes I have to forget what I know in order to learn. What you know, learn what the teacher's telling you, teaching you, then you take from them, and then you go away and then make it your own. That's what I find works. Like, never go into a situation thinking you know it all, because hell no.
How no?
No.
No. Yeah. Anyway, tell me to shut up now.
No,
Kia ora.
that's, keep talking. Lovely. You reminded me. Yeah, that's one of those real fundamental raranga teachings. Like you reminded me of when you said never think you know everything. One of my biggest ones is getting used to loving unpicking as much as you love weaving.
Oh.
You know, because there's just no way around it. Sometimes you just have to go backwards and sort something out before you can go forwards again. And I remember back in when I started, it used to be so depressing knowing that I had to go backwards, but I don't feel that anymore. I love it. I'm happy to go backwards and sort out, because I know it's going to go so bad if I don't, you know what I mean? If I don't backtrack and fix it up. And I've seen people go, no, it'll be all right. But when they go further down the road, oh, what a mess.
Well, so I taught my friends just the weekend gone, after the huawananga, I taught them how to weave their own laundry basket. I was pretty much forced into it because I was really, really tired. But anyways, I lost. They completed theirs, and I left mine, and I didn't do mine till the following day. But I had lost my ara.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I had lost my ara, and I was going round and like I wasn't fully there. I don't think I was there. Like I was not in the zone. But anyways, I lost my ara, and I was going round and around. I was like, hang on a minute, I should have joined up by now. This is not right. Okay. But what I ended up doing was, through recent learnings, I learnt a way to lock off a kete kai by using knots.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Just tying in knots. And
That
then
is
after
really
you
good.
tie the knots, you can comb them out and then do your whiri on top of the knots. Right?
Wow.
So through my mistake with that losing my udder, oh my gosh, I found a solution through a relatively recent lock off I learned for kete kai that worked. And I'm thinking, because my basket, the one I lost the udder, I'm going to use it for harvesting my hui, right? And it's like, my hui aren't going to know. They don't care. They don't care if I've lost my udder.
That's right. Yeah, it's
All
good to
about
know that
it.
someone so experienced can still lose their udder.
Terrible, but you know, so yeah, we can still lose our udder, still make mistakes, but then you think about the functionality of it, and this basket is going to be used to collect my hui. My hui are not going to care if I lost my udder. It's still going to be a beautiful working basket.
Yeah.
So just remember that.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot. Not everything has to be perfect. It's the function.
Yeah. It's such a freedom not to have to give up because you've lost your udder. You know, like to have another way. If you've done a lot of work on it and, you know, you're almost finished and you've got heaps of work under your belt and you don't want to go back and unpick it all. You know, it's such a freedom. I think the last wānanga I was on with Vicky, one of the ladies said to me, what you do when you lose, I think you might have heard it, Vicky, what you do when you lose your udder is you fudge it. And she said, what you do, you just get the plait and you fudge it all into the plait. And I found that, honestly, it's such a freedom to know that.
Yeah, that's right.
So, of course, that was the most important thing that I learned on that hui by far. So I've done it, I think I've done it twice since then, that I've lost my udder on something and then I've fudged it by doing a plait and just sort of making it kind of all meld together in the plait.
Well, I think it depends on what you're creating, what you're creating and what it's for and what its purpose. If you're creating a museum piece, you're going to undo that and you're going to redo it. But if you're creating a kete kai or a kete hui or, fudge it, go right away. It's all good.
And then bend it over. You can do the plait.
Bend it over.
Then to be the safe side, bend it over as well. Bend it
No,
inside.
is that how you managed to finish that kitty at Raglan? Did you fudge it, did you?
I don't know. I'm trying to, I honestly can't remember which one I fudged and which ones I didn't fudge. But that one, I think I was getting so frustrated with it.
Yeah.
And someone encouraged me, look, just lock off. You know, just stop trying to keep going with it. Just lock it off.
Yeah.
And that was the best advice. It was time to lock it off.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was so thrilled when I did lock it off. I don't think I lost my udder on that one. But I was so relieved.
Yeah.
Well, I can't swear to it.
No.
But I was so relieved, and it's quite sweet too.
Yes,
you know, like it's quite a sweet little thing anyway. I was tearing my hair out with it.
Sometimes I can get caught in perfection. Sometimes I can get caught in perfection. I want everything straight, lining up, perfect angles and all that. But then there's other times when it's okay. It's okay to let your hair down and be free, Trina. And it feels good.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a little experience I thought I'd share.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's some real wisdom too, isn't it? Like, you know, some battles, you know, you can pick your battles. You know, you don't have to. Yeah, that perfectionism, like, I think it's a female thing too,
Mm.
It's also the way we were taught, like nobody, when I was learning, weren't allowed to even mention the thought of any fudging of others. So, of course, you're not, that's kept well away.
Mm.
Start again, undo it.
Yeah, that's right. By that stage, your heart's breaking.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, that was really lovely, Petrino, and it is cool. It is cool to know that, someone that's an amazing weaver, can still lose their udder. And yeah, that's another one of those fundamental things, that we learned early on about. Yeah, it's a life thing, isn't it? You lose your way sometimes. It's just how it is.
Yeah, I do. I know, like, if that happens to me, and then I always got to stop and think, like, what's going on? What's going on around me? Why? It could be like I mean, I've made thousands of portai, and then the other week I was making one, thinking, what the heck is going on here? I can do these in my sleep, but it made me stop and reflect on stuff that's going on, and how that can actually, I don't look at it as I was weaving it in it. It was just like my train of thought, or so I just I just say to myself, just stop, have a look, stop and look what's going on, take a deep breath, it's all good. Yeah. And the biggest thing is us as wahine, like, we'll always turn on ourselves, and we're always extremely hard on ourselves, and that's been one of my key things, is that just to not do that, not turn on myself and not be really hard on myself.
Yeah, that's really key.
mm,
That is absolutely key.
yeah,
And also others, like, I think, when you can, those are those things, that when you learn about yourself,
yes,
so you can also treat other people well like that.
yes,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Not be too hard. Don't be
yeah.
too hard on others either. Yeah.
It's like you're saying, Patrina, like, in my early stages of my journey, it was like that was one of my biggest take, was that like everything had to be perfect, and like, why is it not this? Why is it, and I'd finish a piece and I'd instantly see the ugly in it, so that was a major shift I had to do, because it was like they were beautiful, but all I could see was the ugly, So I had there was a lot of personal development stuff away to her, because like, why did I get so negative, so for me now, I always say to myself, like, when I create something, even if it's just I've made the 10th portai the same, I always go to myself, that's me, that's within me, and I see the beauty now, and so I just say to myself, even if I think that I'm a bit low in mood or having a bad day, and I'll do some weaving, and I just think, look, there it is, Vicky, there it is, no one can take, I go to myself, no one can take that away from you. So that was a major shift for me, for that, like, not looking at the faults in it and not trying to be perfect. Yeah, that was a big shift in my journey with that one.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think, like, with my lost udder
Yeah,
basket,
I love that.
um, but I look at it and I smile,
Yeah.
because it gives me memories of
Yes.
me with my friends and teaching them how to make a laundry basket, and their ones came out perfect.
Yeah,
But
see?
the teacher's one was like, what the
Yeah.
heck? But like, I look at it and it makes me smile, because of the memories and the people who are connected to it.
Yeah.
We were all at the same paharakeke collecting the dough,
Nice.
all together doing it, prepping.
Nice.
We
Yeah.
worked together well. One took the butts off, one sized them, one split them
Love
open,
it.
one wiped
Yeah.
them, so we were all together.
Nice.
Um, However, yeah, it was the tutor's laundry basket that was the one that was, and that's why I love it even more.
Yeah.
Just the connections. Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to have a tutor who's not perfect. That is really nice, you know?
Yeah.
Like the
And
worst thing's to have a perfect tutor. Who never does any mistake or, you know.
I was just teacher for that day. I'm not a tutor. I'm just we take turns. we
Yeah,
take
leader, like a leader.
That's
Yeah,
cool. That's
kind of
really
leader,
cool.
eh? Yeah.
Yeah. But I had to have a
Swap it.
pep talk. I had to have a pep talk with them before we started. I said,
Yeah.
okay, ladies, this is what's going to happen. You're all going to listen.
Ooh.
Because my friends, they don't. So I had to put them in line right from the very beginning.
Yeah,
But I can say that to them because they're like, we're really close friends.
yeah. They won't. Yeah, they won't take offense.
They won't take offense. But it was beautiful.
Yeah, great.
Nice.
Good times. Yeah, I need to come down for one of those. In summer,
November.
come down for one of your wanangas.
Yeah, you
Um,
should. You need to.
I do. I barely leave my house if I'm not working. I just stay home a lot now. Yeah, but it'll be nice to come out. I think doing some mahiraranga with some mates will get me out of my whare, to be honest. If
Yeah.
anything would, that would be the thing.
Oh, well, let's
Um,
plan it. We'll plan it. I'll let you
Yeah,
know.
that sounds nice. And also, yeah, it'd be nice to catch up with our mate. I don't want to. Yeah.
What are you looking at doing for November?
So this
Have you-
is November is the time when I'm going to host our monthly get-togethers.
Oh, nice.
So our monthly get-togethers, yeah.
Nice.
November, it's here. And it's really.
I think you're really blessed to be able to have that, like those monthly, here in Tairāwhiti, like there's a couple of weaving groups, but it's really stink because they've become really exclusive, and I don't do exclusive, and so
Same in Auckland.
my goal is to hopefully there's a well-known weaver here over in Tairāwhiti, and she's just started a weaving group, and I went to it, and there was only 3 people that turned up. Now the facilities she used, I know how much it costs her because I use that when I hold a wānanga. And then I thought, oh, this is going to be interesting. So she's holding another one, nice, and it's, I think it's in about 3 weeks. And I go to myself, this is what we want. But yet when she held it, hardly anyone was there,
Oh.
And so that's kind of a little bit of what it can be like over this way. But I don't roll like that. I'd love to be able to start up a group, but I'm kind of just doing it little bit by bit, holding like here in Gisborne, the only place you can learn any type of raranga is at Te Wānanga or Aotearoa. That's the only thing in Gisborne. And so I spent the last 6 months researching around the interest from people, and it was like, the academic side, people, it's like it can become a real barrier, and so that's why when I gave up working full time and I started applying for funding, so I've kind of run a pōtai wānanga, I've recently run a beginner's course because I thought this is for me. If I want people to start a journey of raranga, they've got to have that foundation,
Yeah.
So I recently just run a beginner's one, you know, and then they got their own little kitty of tools, you know. I smashed the funding. I probably was in deficit, but I don't care, you know. It was just phenomenal. So I've just reapplied for some funding, and so that's my goal. Like I went to internal affairs, you know, the COGS funding, you know, and I gave them like 6 to 8 wānanga I run a hold, and this lady says, I want to come to your wānanga, Vicky. I said, good, give me some money. You know, so there's all these hoops you have to jump through. So I've just joined over here, like we've got the Māori Women's Welfare League, but they've also got the Māori Women's Health League. So I've joined that. So then at least I've got an umbrella over me, you know, for funding in that, you know, just trying to find, because people are hungry to be learning, but they struggle with the academic. What they don't realise is when I do hold wānanga, there is a part of academic on it, you know, like you have to bring a book, you take this, but I just teach it differently, you know. So that's my goal. That's my ultimate goal, that I source that funding and I can roll out, you know, right to like the muka, you know, whereas because I love muka, and there is, you know, that's a real art form, but I would never teach that to beginners, you know, but it's just like stepping stones. So I think it's cool how you have your monthly get-togethers, because it's just so incredibly important to have that relationship. Those relationships will continue to grow, and because we're so passionate about that aranga, as simple as that. We're like mind, we want to hang out like-minded and do what we do, you know. And then more so now when you look at a lot of, I was just saying about with the government stuff, you know, like our 2 establishments here, EIT and Te Wānanga, you know, they're getting smashed at the moment with cuts, and you know, so you know, you want that something out there for people to hang on to, you know, to get involved. I think it's neat when you talk about your monthly get-togethers, because it's just so, the growth you guys must all have must be quite cool, I think.
It's healthy,
Yeah.
And Amber, if you replace, you'll be in these monthly get-togethers too. You just just decided to live up in Tamaki.
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh, it's cool though, eh?
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard to teach, Vicky? Like, you can't teach rāranga without it's delivering rāranga in a modern facility.
Yeah.
Is still, I mean, yeah, it's required, because it's probably really hard for just one person like yourself.
To
deliver it, because there's a lot to it, isn't there?
Well, it's
like you say,
I've set the bar, and so, you know, that's why when I realized, when I secured this funding twice, and then I thought, right, I need to plan out 2026, like chuck it out there. And for me, like I've always said, like when you want to learn rāranga, if you don't have the foundation, you can't grow. You know, you've got to have that tikanga, you've got to have that, you know, like if people don't know how to tend to the harakeke or harvest, have the right tools, what's the point in teaching them anything, you know? So that's why when I secured this funding twice, and then that's why I trialed the beginner and then another one, and I thought, right, now I know. But it is taxing, because it's like you're pushing it up, or because you know what's needed, but you're just the lone ranger, you know.
It's really hard. Even like with you know, with us, like, it's a huge, you know, population, Auckland, but everything's scattered, and though there may be marae around us, it's not. There may not be any rāranga delivered from any of those marae around us, and so people move around, things change quickly, and so it's quite a mission, really, and what I'm seeing now is that many of the many Māori that come, they, like you said, you know, how the writing side of things can be difficult. Can be a barrier for people.
Yeah.
So I've actually developed a kind of mini computing course
Nice.
that I put my students through. That doesn't come through the organization. That's just something that I've created myself, because I've noticed that, unfortunately, many of our Māori aren't up to scratch with like the rest of society.
Yeah.
We are a bit behind.
Yeah.
And so I try that's my koha, is that if I can get them up to speed with using online tools and stuff, then they can be set up to go all the way through the levels.
Yes. Nice.
But if I don't, it can actually stop people from actually going to the next levels.
Yeah, correct.
And so that's, I think we all need to be more, I'm not talking about necessarily wānanga or anything, but we need to encourage each other within whānau and that to kind of upskill in the online tools nowadays. Otherwise, we're going to be get left behind. And we're not. A lot of our people are not participating at a level that most of the general population are. Participating. In society. So there's a lot of layers to the difficulties. And I guess we're just trying to deliver our culture, but like we've discussed at the beginning, there's political things, political layers, and other issues that Māori whānau are going through. That get brought into the space as well.
Yeah, I mean, I remember having a kōrero, because we're about an hour and a bit away from Wairoa, and we go over there a lot for my husband's work. And I remember having a hui with the guy at the Winds at Ministry of Social Development. Like a lot of beneficiaries, they've got to go to these seminars, right? They've got to go to these seminars, and it's like, says to him, Mike, what do you do at the seminars? He goes, oh, well, F4, that's what he said to me. I said, but why don't you look at being more constructive? Like, if they're forced to come to these seminars, if they don't go to the seminar, they don't get their putia, right? So, I said to him like that, like exactly what you said. Why don't you look at a really basic computing thing, really basic? And why don't you look at a really basic life skills, I said, we can deliver that. And we sent him programs and everything, but it was just nothing, and I just said to him, so you're quite happy to deliver F4, you've got them in there, they tick the box.
That's terrible.
And I was really horrified, because I just thought, we were really proactive in it, but yet we were prepared to do it for next to nothing, and yet there was still no. He submitted it to someone over him, but I just said that's really sad, incredibly sad, because it's like at least it would have been something, like if they're forced to go to these seminars, then let's look at something constructive.
It's a stink thing. That whole situation. I can't even. I mean, there's so much to that. But
because I mean, I almost said to him, look, let me come in and I'll teach them to make a basic puti, because if they're forced to come, then let's make it fun, I mean, I hate the thought of that being forced to come just because they need their benefit, but at least if you could sow a different seed, right? Something different that they're not,
That's it, and that's why I've been trying to really do the computing thing. And the reality is that's that
logical.
You've got all the social media now. And that's all these things that I'm doing, is because the one thing that we are missing from our courses is the money making side of things, the developing your little business side of things, your little side hustle. I mean, that's what it's about, really, the productivity and the autonomy
Yes.
within, is within the practices.
Yeah.
You've got a free resource there.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be developing your little business. And
Yeah.
so that's another area, and that's sort of why I look at that computing stuff and bring the social media in and a website and all those sorts of things, is because it's learning an ancestral art, but it's also a financial security.
Yeah.
Policy,
Yeah.
feeding your family, putting the roof over your head or whatever.
Yeah.
It's underdeveloped, and
Oh,
it's a real
huge.
opportunity, but we're just barely scratching the surface of what's there and what we could actually be getting out of teaching these things.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, that's what you're doing is off your own back. It's not part of the curriculum, eh?
For me, this is the next step.
Yeah, heck yeah.
For all of us, like it's there's always some leaders in areas that want to go and do some other things, and this is what the point of this is that it's a network, and we actually have some experience now. What we do, and there's some really amazing people, just in this Zoom that do cool things out there in the community. You're self-supporting, you're industrious, you're networked, and let's think about what are we going to do, but slowly and when we, whatever it is we come up with, but it's just nice to have the hub where we can at least touch base regularly, think about those things. But it's underutilized, underdeveloped, but it's a good start. We could be doing a lot with it. So I don't know, we'll see. Space. So what are your plans for the next month, Katrina? What are you up to?
Me, I've got 5 days till I head off to the UK to present my research at the International Biodynamic Research Conference. So it's been like...
How exciting.
Yeah. So
biodynamic, what does that mean? Is that to do with composting?
It's a form of agriculture, so growing food. It was like in Western thinking, it's the oldest organic method of farming, but it was derived out of folk spiritual wisdom 100 years ago, that it resonates with a lot of indigenous practices around the world. So this morning,
I do practice one that's similar. I'm trying to remember what its name is, but it sort of means permanent, and it starts with a P.
Permaculture?
That's the one. And I sort of vaguely, I don't stick, there's no strictness about it, but, that's the sort of principles that I try to work under.
Yeah.
Is that a bit similar?
Similar, yeah. Yeah. So the people that created permaculture took a lot of the principles of biodynamics and just removed all the spirituality so that it was easy to digest.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I found it's been pretty successful, compared with the way we used to do our gardens from the New Zealand Yates gardening book in the 1960s that my father had, where we used to till the soil and pull out all the weeds.
It's still doing that in Pukekohe. But what else? Oh, I had a really cool session with my nature communication teacher and asked her about the weaving. And she kind of confirmed that the harakeke in the driveway did indeed spark off the whole journey. And like the pā harakeke in Tuako that I kind of uncovered the history and kind of networked, and that led me to the botanic gardens and the sort of whakapapa, all these plants. And we got 4 plants from the botanic gardens to put in the Waiuku community marakai. That is all kind of really cool. But there's a stream running through the Pāharakiki and Tuakau that waterway originates like across the road from where I live here.
Wow.
And
That's
then goes through the Pāharakiki out into the Waikato River. That it's just kind of these waterways are So apparently I have to keep making more of these little like pinwheel coasters and go for kind of like a pilgrimage along the waterway.
love it.
Thank the water for leading me to
Nice.
everything. So what else? In England, I'm going to go see my uncle and meet my cousins for the first time. My uncle's a family historian, so he's got all the genealogical records, and the great grandmother who came over from Ireland. There's a description of her selling Maori dresses. I don't know if she was a weaver or if she was a businesswoman, but
Wow.
she was. This was like 1860s, 1870s in the South Island. So I don't know. Will there be any letters or journals? We'll see. What else? We had wahakura at the 2 noho ago, and I went to a kindergarten and tidied the harakeke, and the kids saw me like harvesting it and taking the leaves away. And then Monday lunchtime, I came back with a finished doll bed for them for the kindergarten.
Nice.
So beautiful. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's where things are at. I got confirmation this morning from the Biodynamic Association of New Zealand that they are like endorsing my work to enroll in Rongoa studies next year and then look at this harakeke composting with New Zealand plants. So
Wow, fantastic. Crossovers.
So they're going to give me this letter like, yes, we need indigenous wisdom from Aotearoa to be, incorporated into this European model, because already the sort of continent of South America and the African continent, the biodynamic movement globally is going, it's the local wisdom of the land that has to lead.
Fantastic. Global movement of indigenous knowledge. That's so exciting.
It's cool. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. Wow, you must be over the moon, really.
I am. The fundraising's been stressful.
Yeah, yeah. That's yucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The research itself has been, I don't have a PhD, I'm not attached to a university, but I know when I get there, I'm going to have to really hold my ground and go, yeah, it's not complete. These are questions and develop the topic further. But so a month from now, it'll be like, I'll have
I can't wait to hear when you get back. I can't wait to hear about it all.
Does anyone know if there's harakeke growing in England and what the tikanga is? Like, can you kind of speak to the person?
Yeah, I understand there are, especially in the botanic gardens, the big, what's the most famous one over there? It's just, I believe that the collectors over there, they did collect New Zealand plants and grew them there and considered them to be very special.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm confident they've got harakeke in botanical, high flying botanical gardens.
Okay, because I would love to weave some gifts, but I don't think I have space to take much. But
No, that's right. It's tricky, isn't it?
There's a a Māori group in London. They do
Yeah.
and they do quite a bit together.
Yeah.
They're called Ngāti Rarana.
They would know, eh?
Cool.
Yeah. I think I know someone that might have contact with them possibly. I'll send you her. I'll get in touch with her and see if she can help connect you up with those guys.
With my wheelie suitcases on public transport of London with a stack of harakeke tied over my shoulder.
Oh my gosh, what a journey, Katrina, eh? Like,
Yeah, that is
goodness
exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
so neat.
I think weavers here in New Zealand are spoiled with choice,
Oh, yeah.
with our
So
resources.
lucky.
We are
I know.
so blessed to have harakeke everywhere, pretty much
Yeah,
everywhere. you
yeah.
can see
That's right.
something.
Mm.
We've also
When I
got
was
the
in
Dakota. We've
when I was
got
in Melbourne, it was
Auckland,
just so hard to get any harakeke in Melbourne. You know, I'm resorting to starting to wonder whether I should knock on. You know, if I find someone in someone's yard, to have to knock on their door and ask if I can. You know, like it's just so hard to find.
Wow.
We're so blessed here with the options too. We've got different varieties of harakeke. We've also got the tikoka, the cabbage trees that we can weave with.
Yeah,
We've
Yes.
got the
Yeah.
kēpia, we've got the pinga, we've got all the different
yeah,
weaving materials here. And then when you think of those overseas
Mm.
who are weaving what we would consider, we wouldn't even touch it, but
Yeah.
like you see overseas, you see them weaving with blackberry brambles,
yeah,
blackberry
yeah.
vine.
Yeah, you can. I think you can do a lot with other plants from different traditions. Yeah.
And dandelion, like they're weaving with dandelions.
Wow.
Wow.
Which I harvested some dandelion actually, and I've dried it, and I've
Yeah.
made some rope with it just
Wow.
because. But it makes you think about how spoiled we are down here.
Yeah, we are, because it's so strong. Our material, our harakeke is so strong.
And it grows like
And-
weeds here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, and-
fantastic.
And those poor people over the other side of the world, and they're excited and they're sharing photos on Wild Basketry page on Facebook. They're showing a photo of a flax bush that it's ornamental, short. So excited, and I'm thinking, oh, you poor sweet things.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're so blessed to have access to what we do have access to.
It's so
Yeah.
easy, yeah. You just walk out your front door and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
So
can weave
easy
the
to
green
find.
too, eh?
Can I just add something in I forgot to say before when I was sharing? Amber, what you were saying about including the computer skills and the literacy.
Yeah.
Like last week, I've done 3 practice runs of my presentation for the conference. I didn't know how to plug in the projector to my laptop. And like,
Oh, yeah.
when I'm standing there and there's a presentation behind me and a group of people in front of me, it was like I've done that in the last year. And though I've done much teaching since pre-COVID, it was like, that was so good to just build that, almost like that muscle of I'm
Yeah.
gonna get up in front of this group of people and those photos are going to be huge behind me.
It's so worthwhile a skill, eh, to practice. And I say to people, this could be your funding application. This
Yeah.
could be you talking to a gallery. This is there's so many reasons why doing a presentation is going to be so useful to you as an artist.
Yeah.
It is a brilliant thing our programs are amazing that everything there's a real life, real world use for everything that we do in our programs. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Katrina. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. What are you up to this month, Vicky?
So my friend and I, she's the expert. I'm her right hand lady. I learned of her 4 years ago how to make the wakatu papaku, and so I was really, it just transformed my life, I suppose. But I didn't want to do that mahi on my own.
Yeah.
And so she moved to Gisborne last year. So we've kind of been developing things. So we're piloting September where she does what you call an open whāriki and a wakatu papaku. So we've got a wānanga the first weekend in September for the open whāriki. And then the one in October is the wakatu papaku. So we're going to pilot it. No funding or anything. So we've put a charge on that. And so we're just going to do that. And then just see how it goes. Yeah. See how that goes. Yeah. Because I just, there's such a, when you talk around death care, like I come from a background in nursing, so nothing is really, I don't care about what I talk about really. So, but I've seen too many horror stories of people that have been left with horrendous deaths, and stuff like that. And so,
Yeah,
so for me,
absolutely.
doing this is, it's also it's a real hapu place to go into,
Yeah.
but I'm excited to see what could happen from this year. But I also randomly about 3 weeks ago, this woman's health league that I've joined, they were holding a wānanga out at Wharaturu. So I went out there and the kaupapa changed. And there was a nanny there that was teaching another, like she called it whāriki, but she did, I'll call it a wakatu papaku, but she created it similar to the what Patrina was talking about, like those baskets. It's like what are they called? Those
Is it the waikawa?
waikawa, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the bottom of it was like a waikawa, but the thing that intrigued me there was they made this. They called it arai kānohi, and it was they made this woven veil. And oh my God, I was just like, so I'm going to try and recreate that at these two wānanga because I just thought it was just beautiful. So yeah, so it's been a lot of work because I've done pretty much all the admin and that's been my choice. But it's a real standalone type of mahi. So I'm really excited to see how this could go for her and I. Yeah, and then someone's got wind of it up your way up in Auckland, and this wahine's messaged me and she wants to come down because she's her dad has got months to live. So for me it's just like like I'm really looking forward to, as weird as it sounds, I'm really looking forward to be able to empower others to be doing this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really exciting. I feel really excited about anything that allows us to just move off that capitalist system. And, it's like being in chains when you have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars for some great big wooden casket,
Yeah.
And, it's just a freedom. I mean, it costs us, we can do it with no money outlay.
And it's also sourcing people coming in to educate the whānau, coming like my friend, she's she's spearheaded, like they call it the manaki mats, it's a different, like the whānau don't need to have their whānau member embalmed. So she does the manaki mats. So I've got her coming in to have a kōrero. There's a kaumātua who lives way up the coast and he's created these steel beds, again. So we're bringing him in. So, giving the whānau the education. And I love it because it's empowering our whānau, what they don't know. So, yes. So we've got that September and October, and I've just submitted my next application to for the Creative Communities funding, because that's kind of like the door that's open. I mean, it's not phenomenal amount of funding, but if it means it gives me an option to run another beginner's weaving course, then I'll do it, So yeah. So
That's
yeah,
so
that's kind of
exciting.
me the next couple of months. Yeah.
Oh, busy, mate.
Yeah, it's not really busy because it's really strategic how,
Lovely.
it's really just day by day, Just being really strategic about how I do it. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that. You've got your experience around nursing. You said,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
it kind of prepares you to go down that pathway, because I know not all weavers want to do
No.
that type of
No,
thing.
and I've had that with some people, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, but then, like, even here in Gisborne, like, we've got what you call a coffin club. So I was part of the coffin club here. I was a chairperson, you know, and it was really amazing. You know, like, people call me a weirdo, and I don't care. It's like, someone's got to have that conversation, right? You know,
Yeah.
and some people
Right.
don't want to, and that's all cool. So for me, it's like, let's try and normalize this conversation, you know.
Well, I
So
think the nice thing about what I've also discovered in my own weaving is that you sort of find your lane.
yeah, that's it.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's not for everyone, but that's
No.
for you. And what I do is for me, and
Yes, yeah,
so on, with all of us. Yeah, like
yeah,
everyone does.
yes,
They uncover and discover, like,
yeah, that's
what,
right.
what their pathway, what their other.
Yeah, but
is-
the others, yeah,
Yeah, it's
That's it,
amazing.
yeah.
It's wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. Yeah, almost interested to hear what you've been up to, what all of you have been up to, and what you're doing. It's just so, yeah. So that I don't even have to leave my house, and I learn all these amazing things that are going on in the world of weaving. You know,
Yeah,
it's brilliant. You know. And what are you up to this month, next month, Ngaio?
Oh, well, because I've had this awful chain of viruses, so I've hardly been able to go into the wānanga. But we're doing this massive practice whāriki,
nice.
and then we're meant to design one that's our project, like a creative project using the skills, whāriki skills we've learned. I'll see if I can. My whāra is an absolute monster. It's and the way it's been designed, this practice one, it's like a hall runner.
Oh, nice.
You know,
Yeah.
but you know how hard it is to deal with something that's long and thin like that.
Yeah.
If this thing's an absolute monster, and I sit at the table and I do it and I push it under the table as I go. So I'll attempt to show you some of it. I'm doing the first hono. I've got to grips with the first hono, when you need to bring, you finish the length and you need to bring
Nice.
new in. But
Yeah.
then there's a second hono, which I haven't even attempted, but I've had to do it all from videos because I've been sick most of the time, to some degree or another. But luckily my classmates have put videos up. Otherwise
Nice.
I'd be absolutely lost.
That's awesome.
But I'm trying. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the
Huge
camera.
undertaking. Yeah.
I'll try. I'll just try. Hold on. I'll get some light. It's an absolute monster.
Now I've
net.
learned from playing around on the top right-hand corner of the screen. There is
Yeah.
a button. See,
Oh.
I just flipped myself around.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
yeah, I've seen it
I'll
on
try
my-
this. Okay.
Yes.
Can you see anything? Right. It
Oh,
goes
yeah.
there, then it
Wow.
goes under, and then it goes right under the table, and then it
Amazing.
comes. And that's what the right side of it looks like.
Oh,
You
wow.
see?
Beautiful.
That's
Oh,
the right
beautiful.
side, and then underneath is the right. But it goes all over the table and under there.
Love it.
So starts here, goes down under there, and then comes out under the table.
I
Fantastic.
just
Good
look and I
job.
think, look at all that prep you've done, Niall. Well done.
What a monster! Dealing with it, it's so ginormous.
Yeah.
And being thin makes it kind of even harder in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've used I took advantage of my local pāharakeke and I used all pōtaka.
Nice.
That is the variety's name, and they said if you boil it for 1.5 minutes, it turns this really light colour,
Nice.
which you can see
Yes.
it is very light.
Yeah.
And then I just stuck a bit of black for the, just put a bit of black, few black lines in there to do a checker pattern. But
Nice.
I'm the only one who's put colour in it. But it does get complicated down the sides with colour. So it
Yes,
doesn't match
yes.
anymore. So
No.
I have this, so then what I do is just slip, I over weave, slip, thread through the right colour. But
Nice.
yeah. But gee, it's an absolute monster. It's taken over the table. We don't eat at the table anymore.
Welcome to our world, eh, Niall?
Yeah, but I sort of feel a bit like Vicky with feeling a bit lonely as a weaver often. Like while I'm at the wānanga and terms on, it's all good.
Yeah.
But when wānanga's finished, and we got a lovely class, but when wānanga's finished, it starts to get a bit lonely. And I've found, just like you, Vicky, that I've been a bit shocked at how exclusive some of the weaving groups are that are around.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Like
No.
I just don't. It doesn't sit with me at all.
I just make myself more determined to make things more open. It's like, oh, that's all cool. That's their business. That's them, the way they go. And I don't want to,
just leave it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's some really nice people in the weaving groups in
Yeah.
Auckland that I've been in. So the people, but what I've found is the way of running them is quite significant, really. I don't agree with it. Like people who turn up are told that they don't weave well enough and to go away. Next, even if they can weave, they're not asking for help. They're not asking for teaching. They're told to go away.
No.
And in one weaving group, and I won't tell you which weaving group, but I mean, it was said right out in front of all of us. I nearly fell on the floor with shock. My mouth was hanging open. that we all ought to remember that it's a private group. And there was an example given that two women had turned up some years ago and spoken very loudly to each other during and it was annoying. And that they hadn't really given enough respect to the prayers, although they tried hard and they were told to basically bugger off. Well, if they try hard, how does that match up with not showing, it wasn't ringing true. I won't say which group, but I was sitting there, my mouth dropped. I could hardly believe my ears. And so I have been, and so there's a couple of groups with that sort of an attitude, and I just hope that it changes one day. I really do, because it's just to me it's not right.
I think that's where we come into it, Niall. We make the change. We create the change.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. And that's why I'm here today, because my friend Liz, she knew that I was so deeply shocked by what I had seen and heard. And she said, why don't you come to Amber's group?
Yeah.
Because even if you yourself are not targeted, just knowing that, like, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to feel like I have to go along with it. Like, it was presented to us like we ought to all remember it. And remember that it's a private group, and and then I heard about someone else who turned up. It was advertised publicly. She turned up and she was told, "Don't come back because you're not this is for really, senior weavers." And And yet it wasn't advertised, you know, like it was not put out like that. It was, and I'm certainly not a senior weaver, for goodness sake. I'm an absolute, you know, I'm not even good at it. But, you know, it's been something that I've struggled with. But I don't feel comfortable to think that, yeah. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I want to be in groups that are kind
Yeah.
to people. I
Yeah.
think that's really important to me. I don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable otherwise. That's why I love those novels we go on, Vicky.
Yeah.
You know, because they've got, you see, the leading people are the Ringawera there, and
Yeah.
she is down to earth, and she would not have anything like that happening, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Gwyn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, she's and you know, there's none of that sort of attitude at all at those. So it's lovely. They're really nice.
I do hope to have one. You know, it is in my radar for next year, like that. You know, like if I'm prepared to travel 6 hours to go 7 hours, you know, and then I said to them, well, you know, I'm going to look at, because I've got access to a really good facility here in Tairāwhiti now. So, you know, for me, that's the key factor in it. That so if people come, there's a place for them to stay. You know, like how we
but
did at
that's right.
Kawhia and Raglan. You know. So it is on my radar to plan one for next year.
That'd be so amazing because I've always wanted to go to the East Coast.
Yeah. So I've said that to them. So that's in my planning, my thought patterns and planning for next year. So yeah.
Brilliant. Well, you've got your work cut out for you for the month, Lyle. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the group you start up. That's for real people that don't need to have like masters and PhDs to hang out and do some weaving together.
Or whatever it is, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what the exclusivity, you know, is about. What's the criteria? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, sometimes it's just menopausal women.
Oh, honestly.
Well, I think we've just got to, you know, focus on that. Don't let ourselves become like that, you know. So that's how I planned it out for me.
Yeah.
I was just, you know, that's all cool. You fellas be you, and we'll just carry on, and you know.
Yeah, just find your groove, eh? Find your other, find your lane, and just stay in it, you know. And
you've got to know you've got to know your own values, eh?
Yeah.
And then as you discover the weaving world, you've got to sort of like put aside things that don't fit with your values.
That's right. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm just a little bit mindful of time. We've already been going for an hour and 45 minutes. That's the longest we've ever gone for, which is amazing, and it's been brilliant. I just want to ask my mate Patrina, what are you up to for the next month, buddy? Before we finish.
Oh.
Anything to report?
Oh, she's going on a cruise, isn't she?
Oh,
I'm heading off to Australia Sunday. Our boat leaves the harbour on Monday. We're going on a 10-day cruise to Vanuatu and New Caledonia.
Oh, lucky.
When I'm back, we've been asked to do a pew order.
Wow, amazing. How many?
But that's not going to 25 at this stage.
Wow.
The Kura Kaupapa down in the South Island, they're wanting a set for the senior school, the intermediate school, and the junior school, the primary school.
Fantastic.
That's a lot of mahi.
It's a lot of harakeke.
That's a lot of mahi, but
yes.
25. So this is when I'm back. When I'm back, that's when we're going to start planning that.
How big's your team?
5.
5. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. That's good.
There's gonna be
Nice.
5 of us, so like 5 pew each for the first 25 pew.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's a lot of the harakeke in Rotorua has been like too many pew orders apparently going around, and there's no harakeke around.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah,
find that
so-
harake, that right.
Yeah.
Muka, eh?
That-
Mm.
So that's the first point of call when I come back from a holiday. I'm going to meet up with one of the ladies. She reckons that she's got a paharakeke to suss out that should get us 25 pew, but I don't know. Like I won't know until I get back, and then we suss it out.
Nice.
So 25 pew seems more doable than 150 because
Yeah.
there's 50 in the same range.
But even
So
25 though, eh? Like the harakeke you
instead
need.
of
Sure.
female. Oh gosh, yeah. So
Wow.
we just break it down.
Yes. If the money's right, we could make it happen, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, eh? That's right, because so that the group of friends that gets together once a month, of course I had to ring them in, eh? Because I
Yeah,
trust
of course.
Yeah. So that's our team of 5.
Nice.
I mean, if you could do it over like 2 years or 3 years, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, they want them by next October
They
next
always
year.
want them by last week, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when I first heard October, I was like, "Hey, are you for real?
You're not serious.
You're not serious, are you?" And then of course, and then it was like next year, and I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Nice.
But that will be on the cards when I get home, and then in the end of October, we've got the National Weavers Hui, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Lots on in October.
so this is going to be the first one that I'm going to go to. I've never been to one before, but because it's here, I don't have to travel far. So I thought,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Good on you. There's a few I know from here, from Gisborne, that are going. I'm not, but I know a few people from this ways that are going over.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I think it would be a good opportunity for us to network and to meet others.
Yeah.
So that's happening in October. And that's all I can think about at this stage.
Oh, that's plenty. That's enough, isn't it?
That's enough. But in the meantime, it's packing. I just need to pack. I just need to get through the next couple of days and
It's
get
a
all
good
the
idea, right?
No,
Yeah.
let's just break things. Let's just break things up and
Yeah.
bring it back to. Let's just
Just
go
get
back
ready
to
to pack.
reality. What do I really need to do?
Let's do a project proposal for packing.
Yeah.
I put up a Facebook post yesterday for asking those seasoned cruisers, because this is my first cruise ever. So I put up a post asking, to all you seasoned cruisers, what should I be packing? What did
Very
you not
good.
pack that you wish that
Very
you
good.
had? So I got all these different answers back. Hey, like pack you some snacks because they can be really expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Pack you a lanyard, otherwise you got to buy your own. Some laundry powder. There were just all sorts of different things. So that's
Nice.
Sounds really useful.
things that I didn't think about. Others who
Nice.
been through it and experienced it and who have forgotten things actually came back to me and said, hey, you can do your laundry, get you some laundry pods, get yourself some pegs, because there are little
Nice.
places to hang your your undies in the bath shower. Some magnetic hooks. What else? Snacks. What else? Seasickness tablets. Like there's so many things that everyone come back to me, and I'm so grateful.
Nice.
That's what I did today. tomorrow I just need to pack my clothes, and then I just need to make it up to Auckland.
Fantastic. You'll be well prepared. You'll be perfect.
Yeah.
So where are you leaving from? Are you leaving from Auckland? Then
flying to Sydney from Auckland.
yeah.
Then we're getting on the cruise ship from Sydney Harbour
Yep.
off to the Pacific to New Caledonia and Vanuatu.
Oh, wow.
Then back to Sydney and then fly back home to Auckland.
Amazing.
Stay there and then come home.
It's going to be lovely and warm.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't, so I'm really, really looking forward to it. And my eyes are going to be peeled. Weaving for Kairaranga.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
plenty of that.
I might tackle a local and get them to teach me how to make a portai.
Yeah. Make sure you take some photos, like in the markets, hopefully you will find some raranga there and maybe even people doing raranga.
Yes, maybe I need to take some things to trade.
There we go.
Trade me some harakeke, some dried harakeke for some
Lessons.
lessons. We'll see how it goes, but I'm so excited. But especially for me, it's more the culture.
Yeah.
I want to learn more about the native indigenous cultures of the island.
I think they're the Kanaks, aren't they? Are they the Kanaks?
Yes,
Like
yes.
instead of tangata, it's Kanaka or Kanaks anyway. They call them Kanaks.
Yes, so I'm more interested in that side of the
Nice.
as opposed to the glitzy or the swimming or the snorkeling or whatever. I'd rather be out there like climbing coconut trees or something. Getting the leaves from the coconut trees and learning how to prepare them and stuff.
Yeah. Because you can weave with them, eh?
Apparently, so
You can. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go over there and be a sponge.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's going to
Cool.
be brilliant, May. You're going to love that so much. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yes, it's gonna be so much fun. But you know what? I wish I was going with my weaving mates.
I know, because it's always like you just want to turn to your mate and say, look at that, and they get it, but someone doesn't really get it, eh?
No, that's right. You know how much works and how detailed it is.
Like, what? Look at what?
Yeah.
Hey, get me, because it's not even a trip for me. We're going over. We're going over for his birthday. So really, I'm being a little bit selfish.
Pick up, buddy.
Gosh.
Okay, we'll bring your photos. I want to see the photos of your, the indigenous culture there. I'm really keen on seeing what you have found out there.
Yes. Okay.
Some of that, mate. Well, hopefully we can see you at our next hui or the one after that. That'll be amazing.
So how often do we get together, ladies?
Monthly, every 4 weeks on a Thursday night.
Every 4 weeks on a Thursday night. What's our date next month Thursday?
That's a good question. Let's have a little look. 28. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be the 18th of September.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually Peter's birthday. His real
Really?
birthday.
Well, that's my dad's birthday as well. So we might not see you that one. We might not see you that one. That's right.
Not.
The next one.
Yeah, but the next one. Yeah. And then hopefully I'll have some photos to share with you guys.
That'd be fantastic.
This is where I am every 4 weeks on a Thursday. No matter what, whoever turns up or whatever happens, I'll always be here on a Thursday every 4 weeks. This is just my thing, what I do on that night.
Love it. I love it. It's so cool. And it was amazing. I'm so honored to have met you all. And it was amazing listening to all your guys' kōrero. You know, like what I said earlier, we're always learning. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing and allowing me to be in this space. I'm definitely going to come back. Maybe not September, but the month after. Yeah, but thank you guys. I loved it.
We'll love to see you anytime, mate. And I'll have to have a catch up with you too. Yeah, because we've got lots to talk about and catch up on. But yeah, brilliant. Lovely to have you on the kōrero tonight. Lovely to have each and every one of you. My cup is overflowing. Just brilliant. I've got some neat, what would you say we are? Sisters in the weaving circle. Yeah, just yeah, it feels like we all kind of, yeah, together, not together, but together kind of thing. Out there doing what we do.
Oh, well,
Yes.
like everything, the harakeke has woven us together.
Aye.
It sure has. And it is brilliant to hear all the different universes that it's taken you all on. And I'm just, yeah, I'm honoured. I'm lucky to be a part of it. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of that. I'll finish with a karakia and then I will hang up. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful month. Have fantastic travels, all of you travellers. Can't wait to hear the amazing stories and the adventures that you go on. Yeah, and I'm just honoured to know you and to walk beside you as a weaver. Kia ora koutou. I'll just say my karakia and now finish us off. Kia tātou katoa, te ata whai o tō tātou arikia ihu karaiti, me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhina tahitanga ki te wairua tū.
Okay.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, my darlings.
Omare.
Ka kite.
Right.